Playing again blitz games, 5 minutes plus 5 seconds increment, and I'm rated here on this account around 1200, so I'm playing players who are rated around the same rating as me on this account. So this 1200 blitz. Usually these players are rated around 1400-1500 drop it if they are rated 1200 in blitz. So okay, let's see. I'm playing another game and I'm having white pieces. I will play e4 first move. See, now they are playing Owen's defense. Okay, now I will push d4, since if I can push d4, I will push d4. He's attacking my pawn on e4. Now I will defend it, and simultaneously I'm developing a piece. And now he wants to play this move bishop b4. And usually you want to put your knight here, but in this case it's usually better to put knight there. However, if I put my knight there immediately, that blocks my bishop. So I will play first this move, and when he develops his bishop, I will move my knight here. Or he will play this. Okay, but now I think I can push my pawn, because he has two attackers of this square, and I have two defenders, which means that he cannot take. And I will do that. Because now this blocks his fianchettoed bishop. As his fianchettoed bishop should be one of his best pieces, but now that piece is kind of blocked. So he is attacking this pawn again, but I can easily defend it because my queen is already x-raying it. So should I move the bishop again? Let's see. That's the only thing that he gains. He kind of forces me to move the same piece twice. And if I go there, he maybe starts going like this. So I don't want that. If I go there, on the other hand, but I don't have to worry about any of that. I think I can give up the pawn, because if he takes it, then in that case, no, I cannot give up the pawn, I believe. So I will just play this move. I will drop the bishop back so that my pawn is defended. And next move I will develop my knight. Now it doesn't matter, I can develop my knight to f3, there is no more pinning of this knight. If he pushes the pawn, I will just take it. So now everything is good. I'm blocking his bishop. Maybe I will even play this move in the future. It depends on. For now, that move would plunder the rook, so that's not an option for now. But who knows what will happen in the future. So he wants to fianchetto his other bishop. I will just continue my development. And in this position, if I will just castle. Let's see. He probably now, if I push this, that push can make a lot of problems for him potentially. His knight can develop via this square, but then still his knight is stuck after I play this move. So this looks, I will overextend if I push this, but I don't see a way for now. He can maybe go there and try to win it. That's one attacker, and maybe here and here. another attacker, so that would be a plan for him to attack it twice, but I can defend it twice. So let's go here. This move paralyzes him for the moment, and I'm banking on the fact that I will be able to defend this pawn, and that this pawn will cause more trouble for him than for me. Why is this? How can this pawn cause trouble for me? Because I can lose it. This pawn is on the 6th rank. Okay, so he goes there with a knight. His knight there is terrible. He opens up the bishop. That's what this move does. And I will just maybe I can even play this move. If he takes, I will take, and his rook is trapped. If he doesn't take, then I can plant my knight here. So this looks like a very good move. He is kind of screwed even if he takes, even if he doesn't take. Whatever he does, it's not good for him. So okay, we are here. Because I have two really nice outposts for my knight. And if he tries to take if he takes my knight, then he loses his rook. No, he doesn't, or his knight. Because if he takes, I take, he can go there with a knight or here with a knight. He doesn't lose his rook, he can go here with a knight. But still, this is a wonderful bishop, and so I miscalculated a little bit. However, I have no problems exchanging my knight for his beautiful bishop. This is a very strong diagonal. He has nice bishops, and either he wants to give it away, or I will have a nice knight. So if I go there with a knight, this move would be able to kind of exchange it. So he does that move, that's even more weakening, and I'm not so sure about his moves. Because what if I play now, immediately put bishop on this diagonal, or even play knight here, discovering attack on this knight and completely crushing his. There's so many good options here. So let's calculate this. I go knight here, he goes there, I take this, and if he takes my knight, I take this pawn as well. So he will take, in this event, he will probably then take my bishop, and then I can move back with my knight. This is already very sketchy position for him. Let's see. Some opening attack on this knight. I am threatening this check and to play this move as well. I am threatening so many things. But this knight is really good, because if I give a check on this diagonal, this knight is guarding this square, which can be very dangerous for my opponent. My opponent has a lot of weaknesses. Pushing this f1 was not a good idea. Okay. I don't even know what to do. There are so many pleasant choices here. For instance, He is attacking my knight, but if I take his knight, he will take my knight. But I will first give a check, because now I'm blocking the vision of his queen to my knight. And now I will take his knight. And if he takes back, I'm taking with the queen and I'm threatening checkmate. And he is in a mating net. Now, this is very hard to defend, if it's even defendable. He has to push the pawn, I believe. That's the only way he can defend. And then I can just go there, and there is nothing he can do. He cannot even try to run away, because my knight is guarding this square. So if he pushes the pawn, no, I cannot go there, because that pawn will take the knight. I can give this check, and this is almost checkmate. So if he pushes the pawn, I give this check, and if he goes there, I am checkmating him. Queen here is checkmate, because the knight guards, which means that he will have to give up the rook. He will have to give up the rook. And now I'm probably going to put my rook into the game, and when he takes my knight, I will take back with the rook. I am also threatening to move my bishop, to put my bishop into the game. This move blunders the queen. That's not this was not a very good move. And now I can take this, attacking the bishop, attacking the knight, and his position completely collapses. Okay, now I will just take the bishop. And let's see. He's doing that, but I will just play here. I don't even care, because I'm checkmating him. If he takes my rook, it's checkmate. Check, and it will happen. He only has one legal move. He has to go there,